Law enforcement brought Shane Pryor, a teenager accused of murder, back into custody, ending a more than 4-day search. He escaped juvenile detention custody last Wednesday when escorting staff took him to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia for a hand injury. This latest inmate escape has put Philadelphia's juvenile justice system under the microscope. Some advocates claim the facility is understaffed and not equipped to hold juveniles for extended periods of time. Shane Pryor was in there for more than 3 years.
CBS News investigative reporter Liz Crawford looked into the state of the system meant to rehabilitate young people. Liz?
Well, we've been reporting on overcrowded conditions at Philly's juvenile jail for more than a year. The facility is meant to hold minors who are awaiting court dates or those waiting to get sent to a state facility to serve out their sentences. Shane Pryor was 14 years old when he was charged with murder. Court records show his attorneys tried time and time again to get his case moved to juvenile court, but that process continued to get delayed for 3+ years, all while he's been waiting at the Philadelphia Juvenile Justice Services Center, or JJSC.
The problem is that there are too many young people at the JJSC. It is overcrowded, it is understaffed, and it is a dangerous place for young people to be.
According to the Philadelphia Department of Human Services, the JJSC is meant to hold 184 youth and is currently holding 199 youth, a number that fluctuates. Of those, 51 are being charged as adults in the criminal system.
They are getting kind of the worst of both worlds. Because their cases are in adult court moves slower than juvenile court does.
Bianca Van Haydorn is the executive director of the Youth Sentencing and Reentry Project. She says juveniles being tried as adults end up sitting at the JJSC for far too long.
They could wait years at the JJSC, again, in overcrowded conditions where they're not getting access to the education that even the JJSC is supposed to provide to them because there aren't enough staff to do it.
But Shane Pryor's attorney said he was getting education and services.
I think that they have the right resources in there. It's the security that's obviously the lacking. And it just may be because they don't house a lot of juveniles being charged with murder.
Some are calling for a complete overhaul of the system. Philly's juvenile jail is licensed by the state. An email from the DHS press secretary said in part, DHS remains committed to working with Philadelphia leadership to address the drivers that are straining the capacity of PJJSC. Now, in the case of Shane Pryor, his attorney said he's been at the jail for more than 3 years because of delays caused by the pandemic and a change in attorney 5 different times. Every new attorney had to start from scratch. Now that he's been recaptured, Pryor is no longer being held at the JJSC. Yuki?
Listen, we thank you so much for that, and we continue to ask questions and seek answers in this case. As it all unfolds, trust us to keep you updated right here and around the clock at CBSPhiladelphia.com.